So I made this presentation. So basically, I made a presentation named Anime Teaches You How to Get Girls. And the reason I came across this and did it was because yesterday I was playing Apex and someone in the chat said, hey, Keats, I like this girl and I don't really know how to talk to her. Do you have any advice of approaching girls and just not being so nervous when I'm around girls? And I was like, yeah, I actually do have a lot of advice because I was in high school and I showed the Facebook pictures. I did not necessarily have the most amount of sauce. You know, over the years, you learn things, you pick up on it, and luckily I'm here in the position where I am very high value. Women like me. So basically, I just wanted to show people how you can kind of do it on purpose and what you can change about yourself to get there. Okay, anime teaches you how to get girls. All right? What are we starting with? The preface. One does not simply get a girl. The reason I even put get a girl in the title is because it's clickbait, you know? How to get a girl, how to get a girl. But you don't, girls are human beings. You don't get. The only thing I can teach you or tell you or even think about is the things that you can do to make yourself more attractive. And when a girl is attracted to you, you end up, you know, in a relation if you are also attracted to them. That's how things work. I attracted to her, she attracted to me, they attracted to they come together, they make kissy face. So yeah, the second point is this is a lifestyle change, not a cheat sheet. It's not a quick guide. It's something you have to change your entire lifestyle. It's about, it has everything to do with you, not what you can do about them. The women and the actions and the relationship and the girlfriend and the enamoration with you is a byproduct of anything that I'm about to tell you, and I'm going to use points. Is this a joke? It's not a joke. I saw some people on Twitter when I was even telling people I'm gonna do this, they were like, oh, I hope this is satire, but I don't think anybody's gonna have a problem with really what I'm gonna say. Like even just like what I just said, you don't get girls. I'm just trying to tell you some things to make yourself more attractive and appealing to just humans in general. I don't even think it's a sexual thing, really. I just think that attraction is attraction, and the things that we're gonna talk about just make you a more attractive human. All right. So we're gonna start with Sword Art Online, okay? Sword Art Online is one of the goated animes. It's an A-S tier, and it's a great beginner anime. It's one of, if you're starting anime, you know, it's a great sub, a great story, and it's an isekai, which means it's a, you know, in another world. You get stuck into another world, and we'll get into what the anime is if you haven't seen it. But Kirito and Asuna is one of the most known ships, like relationships in anime, right? Kirito and Asuna. So, who is Kirito? Who is Kirito? Main character of Sword Art Online, obviously. He's 16 years old, he's a gamer, he's a solo player. When I was making this, I was like, do I want to call him a pro player? But he's really not pro, he's just really good at what he does, and he's kind, honorable, and he's persevering. You could say he's pro because he was a beta tester in this game, and the anime is about a game, and we'll get into it, but he was a beta tester. He's a very good player. Asuna. Who is Asuna? I'm gonna, you know, take my face away for a minute just so you can see the full picture. Asuna is A+ rank anime baddie. We know this. I almost put goated anime baddie, but I didn't want to get anybody upset, but we can all agree she's top tier, she's beautiful, she's a beast, she's awesome. She's the lead waifu in Sword Art Online, vice commander of the strongest guild in the show. She's maxed out her cooking skill, and she's a ride or die, literally. All right, so now that we have that, camera back. The beginning, what is SAO? So in SAO, everyone discovers, they go into a game, they put this headgear on that you can see right here. They put the headgear on and they go into this MMO RPG world, this massive multiplayer online role-playing game. And they find out that you can't log out of the game. You have to beat the game in order to log out and return to the real world. If you die in the game, you die in real life. Those are the stakes. What does Kirito do? When you're in this situation, think if you're Kirito, or if you're any player in this situation, you know, you go into a game, it's a very hot game, obviously, it's a full dive experience, you're in there, you're mine, you're playing, and you're playing for a couple of hours, and then you go to log out, and it's like, wait, I can't log out, what's happening? And then they announce, you know, this is a game to the death, you know, unless you beat all 100 levels, you're never going home. What do you do at that point? You're gonna lose your shit, you need to assess. So what does Kirito do? This is an amazing point what do you do when your back is against the wall? What did Kirito do? He identifies his purpose, okay? This is the baseline of my entire presentation. The picture that you see there is once everyone finds out that this is real, no games, he says to himself, okay, this is real. What am I in? I'm in an MMORPG. It's all about gaining experience. I need to get stronger so that I can survive. What do? I need to run to the next town. We need to go. I have to get stronger than everybody else, right? Take that, translate it to what you're doing. I'm in this world. What is my purpose? My purpose was, you know what? I'm not the math and science person. My purpose is to be an entertainer, to spread joy, and to create whatever I want to create and manifest things from my head. I don't need to sit down and do 4-page math problems in order to create, because at that time I was learning how to create music. I was learning how to graphic design, how to make presentations. So I switched my major to marketing, and I made my classes and my college presentations work for me. So where do women come in? I haven't really talked about women, right? I've just talked about, you know, you're on your purpose, you're doing what you need to do. Kirito, he left, you know, I need to go to the next village to get stronger. I need to beat up some animals and, you know, collect some loot, right? Where do women come in? And what I say to that is the wrong question, bro. That is the wrong question. Boys chase. You shouldn't even be worried about women. Where do they come in? You shouldn't be thirsting about women. You shouldn't be thirsting about any of that. You shouldn't even really be thinking about that, bro. There was a time where I was like, I'm so focused on writing this music, SoundCloud. I was off the grid. I didn't have any game systems. I'm on Twitch now. I'm gaming now. I got a PC. I got a PS5. But before I was famous, the last system I had was a PlayStation 2 and an Xbox 360. There's an entire window where I was just grinding, where all you see is the videos, the vlogs, the posts, the edits, where I was not dating. I was not going out. But yeah, and I was learning how to be, because when you're on your purpose, the women do arrive. You know, you make contact with certain women because it's life, bro. If you were gonna say, you know, where do the women come in, bro? If you step outside your door, you're gonna interact with women, you know? So don't chase, just be prepared and follow what I'm saying, and those interactions will go in a great direction if you are interested in that, okay? What I did is I pulled the video. So this is the first making contact between Kirito and Asuna. We already know they get together. We already know they're, you know, shipped for life. But how Kirito handles this, I'm gonna run the whole video through, and then I'm gonna run it back and stop at certain points, okay? Let's get into it.
Oh!
Somebody! Oh!
He needs some milk!
Okay. So what I wanna make 2 points, all right? The face she made when he said, do you want to partner with me? What? Huh? Who are you? You know, we all know if you just walk up to somebody, approach somebody, and the approach game is so much harder now. Women, I feel like a lot of times they don't even want you to approach them. They want you to mind your business, because approaching, like randomly approaching in the club or dancing in the club or at any type of parties and events, it's really not accepted how it was maybe in the early 2000s. It's just a different vibe, bro. But it's like, you know, what is the reason? And that's the thing. Kirito had an organic, purposeful reason for wanting to party, and he says it right here. He said we can't beat the boss on our own. I'm trying to survive. That's the thing, what I'm doing. My purpose is to beat this boss. There's nobody else here. You need a partner. I don't have a partner. He doesn't even know what she looks like, bro, but he's on his purpose right here. The other thing that I want to comment is they made use of, he remembered the name. Remember the name, bro. Remembering someone's name is so important. I've learned this in corporate. I've learned this going out to eat. I've learned this in customer service. You know, you go to the post office. Hi, Felicia. Is there any way you can do it? It's like, oh wow, you remember my name, the server. You remember their name. If you remember anybody's name, bro, it's a flag. It's a positive buzzer. You know, so he remembers the name. And if you can get into that's the thing. This is where you have to rewire yourself whenever you're out to eat. Whenever you hear somebody's the name, oh, I'm bad at names. Oh, I'm bad at names. Yeah, you're bad at names because you haven't really told yourself to get good at names. You know, you've slacked and you just sit with the fact you're bad at names. But if you take the time and say, yes, I'm bad at names, whenever somebody tells me their name, I'm going to figure out a way to remember their name so that I can then use it. because it will raise the rapport that you have with anybody. Again, this is not about relationships. It's with the server, it's with customer service, it's with anybody on the phone. I do it every time I call customer service, like Xfinity today. I always try to remember their name. What we're trying to do is we're trying to turn you into a person that leaves you into a higher tier. And a lot of people, they're in the not good at names category. They, don't take the time to remember, oh, what was your name again? What was your name again? Oh, I'm sorry, what was your name? Or they get the name wrong. If you just confidently say like, hi Tiffany, how are you? Like, oh wow, he remembered my name, because a lot of the times they don't remember the names. This is just a higher level human skill that you can acquire to remember names, literally. All right, the next is building rapport. I've said it a couple of different times, but this is Kirito's second meetup because they now partied up, right? So he's literally just trying to build rapport with his new teammate.
Oh! Somebody!
I stopped it there. Okay, there's a lot to unpack there. So he approached, can I sit here? Didn't get a yes, didn't get a no. And he sat. He gave a decent distance. She moved away. Okay? But he's just on his own purpose. He doesn't get offended. He doesn't take this personally. He sits out and he's like, yo, I'm gonna have a bite to eat. But then he takes out an item, right? He takes out an item that he got from working hard on his own purpose, for something to upgrade his own life, something to improve his time there. He sits it down and shares. So by sharing that item, he's from gaining knowledge, from being on his purpose, he now has something to share with her that can upgrade her. And you saw the way she ate that thing. You saw, once you're on your purpose, once you're doing your own things, you start to develop skills. You start to develop knowledge. You start to develop different ways of speaking. When I started rapping, I started to literally just know how to speak. And everything that I say can have a certain flow. My conversational skills started becoming like raps. You can string words together. It just depends on what your purpose is. You become a watchmaker, maybe your handwriting gets very good from having skills are developed in so many other different areas that you may not even notice once you're on your purpose. Skills, they branch out and you become just a stronger being. It's hard to explain, but this is something from being on his purpose. He was able to upgrade her, and he even offered to say, hey, there's a mission back there, I can show you how to do it. And she was like, nah, I'm cool, I didn't come here for that. I prefer being provided for. And that's a lot. I know that's a lot of women, they got their own joint, they got their own stuff, but a lot of times women like it when men can just provide something for them because they are on their purpose. That she can go, she's bad in her own, but it's like, nah, not right now. Thank you for that, that free gem, that upgrade, but like, nah, that was cool for the one time. Thank you for doing that. But yeah, building rapport. What she's used to. So all that stuff, she's not used to that. She's like, hey, you want to party up? Oh, I just want to get your number. Like, yo, I just want to, hey, what's going on? What's up? You just trying to get, you looking mighty fine today. Used to that. Used to, hey, what's going on? This is another example of what she's used to from these other players. My name is Klein. I'm 24 years old. I'm single. I have a. So that's what she's used to. That's what she's used to, the mob. She's not used to people just, being able to hold their composure just because they have the hair that's nice, because they have pretty eyes, because they have a nice figure, because they look good, they have big boobs, they have a nice butt. Like, bro, when you're on your purpose, it's like, yes, that's cool, but, it's 7 billion people on the planet. I'm trying to do this right now. The small details. So remember I told you, we're gonna get back to the name thing. The name is very important. Remember the names when you can. This is another example. Something happened, a little bit of preface. They were in a fight and like they needed to do a move. He was like, Asuna! But he knew it from remembering, being in the small details when they first met. And then he said, yeah, see it in the small corner, you can see it. I'm not creeping. I wasn't creeping on your IG. But like, you see that right there. It shows he's observant. It shows he pays attention to the small details. And it shows he's not a bad dude. And it taught her something as well. Like when you're on your purpose, you're able to upgrade people in general. A lot of people say the build a bee program, the build this program, but when you're on your purpose and you're learning things, when you do the YouTube University to learn how to work the computer, to build stuff like wood things, how to make a wall, carpenter, when you're filling up a well of knowledge, it's not just you become high value to the girls, you become high value to everyone. So you being high valuable and knowledgeable and being able to teach people anything just makes you generally attractive. It's just, you know, you could teach your boy, you can be like, yo, did you know like this shortcut when, you know, you can make the map easier on this, like if you just press this and da-da-da, like dudes do that to each other all the time. But it's like, I'm not gonna fall in love with you because you taught me a couple of shortcuts on the, you know, the music app or the game. But to girls, it's like, oh wow, he's smart, he knows what he's doing, you know, and that really helped me. Women take what they want. Women take what they want. Women are very smart. Women know that they have power. You know, women are very powerful. You know, a lot of dudes do things for women, and women can know how to, I don't want to say take advantage, but all women have to do is say yes. All women have to do is accept. You have this high, like, all you have to do is pick. Women can go through their DMs in a Rolodex, send a smiley face and say haha and get dinner. Like, you know, women go on Tinder because they're hungry sometimes. Like I've had talks with girls, it's like, yo, I'm hungry, I'm just trying to get a meal. Like, honestly, he was just a meal. Like, women are able to navigate like that. It ain't no shame in the game. The only reason they're able to do that because niggas so thirsty. I'm sorry. I'm trying to put this on YouTube. I shouldn't be saying but yeah, because dudes may be thirsty, and I don't know, I'm not looking at the chat right now, I don't know what's going on, but women take what they want. Okay, so this is why I say that. This is what happens, and this is the finale. This is the final video, because all you need to do is be on your purpose. Yes, you're interested in her, but be on your purpose to the point that they want you, and when they want you, they will get you. You have to do very little, and then you see Kirito gives every reason not to be taken by her, but she wants it. She's going to get you. When women decide they want you, they are going to get you. If you're remotely interested, they are going to get you. Hey, real quick, I just wanted to stop the video because I noticed I didn't even plug this up. I'm like so into the content. It's like 5 a.m. I'm editing this video, so I just wanted to ask you, please subscribe, like, and comment in the video how you think it's going. You know, I definitely love the feedback. So let's continue. Got him. Got him. In closing, be on your purpose. Do what you have to do. Live life. And that's the hardest part. Figuring out what really is your purpose and getting after it. It's not easy. You may be broke for a little bit. You may have a higher. This is a life-changing mentality. This is a Mamba mentality. This is a mentality that 90% of people don't have and aren't able to do because it's hard work. It's waking up and deciding these are the points that are not in line with this. Maybe you get lucky. Maybe you already do a couple of these things and you're further along, you know, but maybe you're just 180 degrees away from it and you have to work on these certain things. You know, nobody's perfect. No one's all the way there. You can always fine tune. Yo, in the studio, I'm cooking, gotta call me Sanji. Hit you with the 4 or 5, coming for the top 3. Life a movie, making movies, and you gotta watch me. I got used to meeting groupies while grocery shop.